Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another What's in the Box, part 52 today. So today celebrates our 1 year anniversary of the What's in the Box series. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I may have touched on this subject in the past, but we're going to look at a decade of coins. Don't worry, there's not that many coins to look at. But the ones that we're actually going to be looking at today is the old style £2 coins, and this was the first one that was minted in 1986 to celebrate the Commonwealth Games in Edinburgh. All of the coins I'm going to be showing you, they all are nickel brass, and they all have a diameter of 28.4 millimeters, and the weight is 15.98 grams. And all the design on the obverse is the Raphael David McClure portrait. Now the reverse, we've got a design here that was done by Norman Silman. Celebrated the 13th Commonwealth Games that was held in Edinburgh in 1986, and it has the Scottish thistle, and in the background of the St Andrew's cross, which you can just see here, the outline of the Scottish flag. Now the mintage figure, as you can see, I've got here is 8,212,184. Now these were the general strikes. There was brilliant uncirculated mintage of 167,224 and proof of 104,597. And this coin was actually also in the annual sets of 1986. There was some individual packs issued as well, but there's no actual data for the individual packs. So the 167,000 that I mentioned would have been just for the annual sets. And just like the current £2 coins, we had to skip a few years before we got the next one. So this was the 1989 Bill of Rights 300th anniversary. Now this coin that I have here is actually in proof, and a mintage figure of 85,704. And what we've got here is the monogram of this is the St Edward's crown, and the monogram of William III and Mary II on top of the mace. Now the general strike had a mintage of 4,432,000. Brilliant uncirculated was 369,087. They weren't issued in the annual sets, but they were issued in the proof sets. They were also issued individually and part of a twin set, and the other coin to that twin set is the claim of rights. Now this one is a very sort of expensive coin because there wasn't that many minted. This is the general strike of 345,891. You can see the design is exactly the same apart from the top, where it does actually have claim of rights as opposed to the Bill of Rights. Now the brilliant uncirculated had a mintage of 74,682. Proof was also 85,704. The designer for both the Bill of Rights and the Claim of Rights was John Laban, L-O-B-B-A-N. But like I say, because of the low mintage, it is usually quite hard to get hold of unless you want to pay a bit of a fee for it. Now moving forward, we come to 1994, and this was the 300th anniversary of the Bank of England. And again, what we have here, we've got the monogram of William and Mary, and we've got the original corporate seal of the Bank of England in the middle there. Now, this was actually issued in the 1994 annual sets, and I do have a brilliant uncirculated version of this as well. I've got a mintage of 1,443,116. Brilliant uncirculated was 177,971, and the proof was 66,721. Now there's no sales data for the individual brilliant uncirculated packs, so the figure that I just gave you was actually the annual sets. Oh, by the way, that design was actually done by Leslie Durbin. Now, the next one we've got is 1995, and this is the 50th anniversary of the end of World War II. Call it the Peace Dove, and this had a mintage figure of 6,057,000. There's a brilliant uncirculated amount of 105,647, and the proof of 60,639. Now, it was in both the brilliant uncirculated and the proof annual sets as well. Now, this design was actually done by John Mills. Now, John Mills also designed the D-Day 50p coin of 1994. And you probably realise in the 2019 50 years of the 50p military sets, there was a smaller design of that coin in those. The same year we had the United Nations 50th anniversary. Now this one's quite cool because it's got the sort of all the flags. And if you look there, you've got the 5 and the 0 celebrating the 50 years, and obviously you've got the United Nations symbol in the front. Now this was designed by Michael Rizzello, and mintage figure there 6,056,506. Brilliant uncirculated. We don't know what the figures were. There was individual brilliant uncirculated packs issued, and we don't have a figure. I don't think there was any proof versions of this, so that's all we had. And last but not least, 1996. So this celebrated the European Football Championships in England. General strike was 5,141,350, but this one again is a proof version, so that has a mintage of 67,581. There's also brilliant uncirculated of 86,501, and it was in the annual brilliant uncirculated sets and the annual proof sets as well. And this was also done by John Mills. Now, strange as it may seem, although technically they're not in circulation anymore, they do still have legal tender value because they were never ever demonetised. Or also with this design, I forgot to mention, so we've got the year 1996 on top of a supposed football, but the coin itself is slightly concave, and these little 16 dots around the edges are supposed to depict the 16 teams that actually took part in the competition. Now, I do have 5 coins that are loose. If we'll start off with the actual 1996 one. So this one does have an edge inscription And I don't know if you can quite say that, but it just says 10th European Championship. So that's around the edge of that one. The United Nations one does not have any edge inscription. The Dove of Peace, it has something you could probably get on the WITB Anniversary £2 coin. So we've got 1945 in peace, goodwill, and then 1995. The 1996 Commonwealth Games. So this one just has, this is a very weak strike, but X111, so it's 13th Commonwealth Games in Scotland. And then it's got the year 1986. And lastly, got the Bank of England from 1994. And the edge inscription on this one is Sic Vos Non Vobis. And that means, thus you labour, but not for yourselves. Now, the first governor of the Bank of England was Sir John Houblon, who was recently shown on the £50 notes from 1994 to 2014. Obviously, there's been a couple of designs since, and then we've got the latest polymer one. So anyway, that's it for today, folks. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you've got these coins. I'm pretty sure most of you do. So until the next time, keep on hunting, enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.